English. Of course, that's precisely what I'm doing. Oh! Dude, his head literally looked like a balloon just now. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chance to deep six this guy. Let's sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting watching you work again. So did she finish her training? My old self is coming back. She would have to, because she said she wasn't going to return until she finished. Or she's on break or something. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of the night. This is the moment I've been waiting for. This isn't as exciting a music as last one. I hope it picks up. It's still good. I'd just like it to be from last time. Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know that this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, with an EY, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie, or Maggie? That's a good point. The witness didn't even know Miss Berg before this trial. No, she got the... There is. Right? That showed the cutscene. There's a way. It'd be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn it. The defendant's name is Maggie. Will the defense please present a case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Take that! Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, you... How dare you? Anybody would do that. Why is he upset? Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Like a boss. You think there's a relationship between the witness's cell phone and the murderer? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And... she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Beep. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. She's really cute. Should Maggie go in the possible waifu pile? It's Mia, Maya. Yeah, for me, Maggie would go in there. That is when you learned her name was Maggie. Yeah. But you made one fatal mistake. My client's name is EY, but the name that was written there in Greggy was IE. That is a mistake that could only occur if you knew, if all you knew was how her name sounded. Yeah. I'm gonna have that itchy nose again. Order. But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive. Point. It's very simple, Your Honor, and a person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That's absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you explain the motive. Get his phone back. It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? Said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Speaking of phones. Ooh, that's very cool. Awesome. Speaking of people I wish I was dating. Can offer explanation. Yes. But Now then, please present your court your proof the witness had a motive. Should I do the phone? Or this list? What do you guys think? Phone? We did the phone last time. I'd say probably do the list. I think. I'm gonna do the list. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What's this? A list. These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we've determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? Con artists? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage! An invasion of privacy! Looking up on phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. One of those people. You're just like the cops who railed the brilliant artist of they disrupted a genius. I mean, he knows random facts. He might be good on Jeopardy. I don't care. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled, like a boss. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that one down. Maybe something with judge. I think that could be a good emote. Gavel, overruled. Gavel. Maybe. From Phoenix, right? Phoenix. Cool idea. Because I'd imagine he only does this so often, where he actually does like overruled and like with a bomb. Oh, the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone. Isn't that obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. Wait. Another random aside. Those phones had locks on them, right? I mean, now you can do the whole, like, just put your thumb on it and it unlocks, or you put in a number. Those had lock functions too, right? What a horrible con artist not putting the lock on his phone. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much! Bunk, bunk, bunk. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, can you care to explain? Got you now. That police officer... Your Honor. Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. It is a pretty bad con artist group. Doesn't even provide members with burner phones. Good point. You said the exact same thing a few seconds ago. Please. Let's think about the content of the phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give it back. Also, who has... either in chat or in the comments, done that. Where they have found something that did not belong to them and went out of their way to get it back. I found a frisbee golf with a number on it. I called it. I said, dude, I'm so thankful you found it, because it was like one of those really nice ones. I said, well, I'll tell you what. Since you can't come right now, because you couldn't, I'm going to tell you where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it under the trash can, under, I think it was the 10th? 9th or 10th hole where you throw it. It'll be under there. He got it, he called me back, said thanks. And I was like, cool, that's all I had to do. It was very weird putting it under a trash can, though. It was like a barrel.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then? Why did he need to kill anyone?
Valid point. What does the defense think about this? Think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box.
You think like that? Let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something in the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? Got it, Bryn? Wait. I think I got it. Hold on. If he's a member of that group, she was with the cop. Okay, yeah. It's probably the cop. People who are wrongdoers are usually very unsettled about cops. So I'm gonna say this. Also, I'm just remembering. This is the first time you can present people as evidence, which is pretty neat. We already did it once, which is pretty darn cool. I'm gonna say it's because Dustin was there. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
It's such a good pun. Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. No time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Are cops required to take off the uniform when they're off duty? No, I've talked to some cops before when they're off duty. It's fine. Okay, yeah. The girl picked up my phone was with a policewoman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that he'd already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. I have friends, I have family who are in law enforcement. I shake hands to every officer I walk by and I say thank you because, guys, they will take a bullet for you. That's the reason they are wearing that uniform. So there are bad ones, yes. I mean, not every person's perfect, but they are a person, they are in a uniform. Respect your officers. They are always trying to help you. If you're doing something wrong, that's your fault. It's like you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar and you're mad at the person who caught you when you shouldn't have had your hand in the cookie jar to begin with. I am pro-cop. Just saying. Do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
Seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-grade education.
What's that supposed to mean?
The evidence.
This guy's really creeping me out.
Even waving around and talking about his suspicious cell phone. Suspicious cell phone numbers, the suspicious proof on that, they're all on that phone. You say that phone is really mine. Where's your proof? Your evidence.
You want proof that this phone is yours?
I already told you earlier. The phone I've lost, I've finally already found it. I don't even have the slightest idea whose phone your hand belongs to. But you can show me it isn't mine, you simpleton.
Fair, actually. Until such time as you can get the phone number and see whose the name is that's up under, though. Yes.
It feels so good to see you squirm.
We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that is meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor?
Bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this? Cell phone. Must be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. Fingerprints on the phone. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Don't you remember? I got that phone from Maggie. You wiped it off. Well, balls. Yeah, Phoenix. You what? You said there was sand all over it. Oh. I wiped it. Pretty thoroughly, too. Oh, it is oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. I made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. You must have glitched all because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. You erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence? Mr. Wellington. What's this? The tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find yourself on? Oh, you are too much. Of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, because he knocked us over the head, like a jerk. Beep. Looks like they hung up. Oh, good. I finally found it. Oh. You're paying for my medical bills. So that's when. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, you've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. How am I supposed to prove something like that? Right? If you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, indictment. Is that how you spell indictment? Or am I just... I've never heard that word correctly. Has no basis and therefore no power. Looks like you've come up a penny short. Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. My name is SpifftasticMe. I stream for work and for fun. I do a shipping business. And I have roommates who pay me money. Currently, that's me. Who am I? I'm frickin' Phoenix Wright. Court hereby concludes this cross-examination. If that'll be all, I'll have a bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. You don't have any money. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. I'm supposed to just let it go at that? Objection! Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what? Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more insane questions. You'll not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well. This is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You present one piece of evidence to the court. Only get one shot at this? You cannot prove everything. It's over. For your client and for you. You finally understand. Fully understand. Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but this cross-examination period has ended. paying attention, Mr. Payne, so that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh. Dude, he can't be mean at the judge, man. All comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. The one piece of evidence we haven't shown yet. Our business card.
Take that!
Oh, why, thank you. Oh, nice.
Here, please have one of mine.
The judge has a business card? Yes. Oh, man. Oh, does it say Udgy? That's awesome. Do judges need business cards? I wouldn't think so. Oh, wait, I want to look at it. Wait. I want to look at it. Hold on. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. That's great. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Right now? But the court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Nice pink phone.
Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright?
We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. All the idiotic, stupid things to do. Freaking Steel Samurai ringtone! I'm doing that. Reminder to myself. Download Steel Samurai. Ringtone. I'm putting that on my phone. What? Why is my phone... What is this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Your? No, it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Wow. Dude, he's strangling himself. Okay, passed out. Hopefully it loosens so he doesn't kill himself. That'd be odd. No killing yourself in a court of law because you're lost.
That's what happened. I'm knocked out by Mr. Wellington.
Yeah, relatively minor charge, assault. An attack with a blunt object to go with murder. He's a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. In order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he had become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding? It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Luckily, we had the same type of phone.
Speaking of the man, how is Miss he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Like a boss. Oh, we did it in one day. I knew the real you would shine through eventually. Yeah, I'm actually glad it was a short one, Rune. The first one on the first game was a little long. Maybe that's why this is the second one. The tutorial was a lot easier and shorter. I'm more than happy with that. Also means we go to the second one. So moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't really do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failure. Your whole life? Can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of... This poor woman! Failed almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe.
Okay, that's just sad.
Well, it's really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. Then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless.
Lady Luckless?
What's worse is by my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me.
What do you mean?
When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently, too, sir. There's an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house.
That's really nice. It also means you're getting walked all over.
I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. His love didn't even have any sort of special meaning. Just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything's my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up.
Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm gonna find a new life for myself starting now. Next time we meet, I'm sure I'll find a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then.
Yeah, after all, the Goddess Misfortune is only a name.
You bet. I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Step in the right direction, getting out of the negatives, heading towards at least base 0. Awesome. Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should be going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. Take care of yourselves, too.
Bye-bye. What a horrible day. Memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
Great to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you?
What? I thought you said you got your memory back.
That moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe, someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's always been a good ally during others. The Judge. He doesn't have a name, he's just the Judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. Perfect for being a judge. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict, because he's always given us the right verdict. Yeah. This person, I haven't a clue. He seems to know me, but if he's mistaking me for someone else, that's great. And this girl, Maya?
You finally remembered.
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. There's so many unforgettable memories about her. For example,
Earth to Nick, what's wrong? Keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have.
I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create a new memories together.
Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Guess I'll just start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint.
Okay. Actually, it hasn't been that long since she came back into my life. I forgot why she's back. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Oh! Are we going back? I remember there being a trial about Maya.
What was her name? I want to try to remember her name.